Like, the punchline is, for everybody here, content that actually brings value to the end user, game over. This portion is like with me, so I think this is when you need to get selfish. Like, you need to ask your question. Hiring is guessing, firing is knowing. Like, you gotta go fast. That's how you get shit done. That's how you figure stuff out.
This is the television, and the television is the radio.
So 4Ds, motherfuckers.
So my question is, how do you work out how much you should spend on the content production side, everything you're doing on your personal brand? I haven't even really touched my personal brand, and we're a content business ourselves, versus working on product, generating more revenue to fuel that beast.
My answer to that is as much as possible on the content side, financially and time. But not to overjudge yourself if you're not doing it, that's fine. Like, I don't dwell, but just so everybody understands, like, at the end of the day, brand is what wins. It always has, it always will. It's how everybody makes a decision. Like, literally, you cannot imagine how many decisions you're making on a daily basis solely on brand, nothing to do with sales. Yet everybody so over indexes on sales. It's why, you know, I've been learning a lot about the franchisee world, just because the keynote I gave and just a lot of inbound, and like, when I started realizing how much a new franchisee pays these brokers to get somebody, it speaks the same thing. Instead of spending those tens of, I mean, some of these companies are, like, when I looked at them, like, my God, like 40% commission, 80% commission, tens of thousands of dollars. I'm like, I could send a single tweet and put 80 people into a franchisees right now. When you build brand, you build leverage. You know, Vayner's a $200 million enterprise, and we don't do new business well at all. We don't win RFPs. We're bad at it. We're bad at it. And it's not because Andre or me or anything, it's not our DNA. It's just our biggest clients just give us the business because of brand. And by the way, when you do personal brand, you actually lose 20 or 30% of the action because some people don't like you. When you actually just build a brand that's a logo, it really gets going. You know, for me, I want to do personal brand. And at some level, like, I'm just not driven by money enough to like always make the financial decision over the happiness decision. But there's nothing that is more leverageable for you than the brand of your company or you as individuals. Where people get caught is they fake it until they make it. Where everybody gets caught is they play somebody on the internet that they're not in real life. That has been the reason I've made it. So I would tell you that this is a very simple game of how much profit do you want to take home at the end of the year. The reason I've always been able to scale and get to everything is because I've always made it at the cost of my own personal financial impact. So you can, if you're willing to make less money, you know, or you can if you realize, actually, I don't like this. Like, I'm not into it. I'm more of a product guy. I'm more of a product gal. I'm more into getting, like, self-awareness is imperative. Like, you can't imagine how little time I spend on finance or legal. I mean, for all I know, Mark Yudkin, our lawyer, owns this company. He just puts things in front of me and I just sign. You know, like, you know, but that's why, you know, it's funny to have like comms and new business, like that's what I, or HR, like these are the things I micromanage more, at least have opinions on. I actually don't micromanage, but I have opinions. Or occasionally I'll have a dictatorship decision. But I think you need to first be self-aware of, are you not doing it because you don't like it or it doesn't come natural? Or are you doing it because of whatever financial requirements you're looking for, whether that means you want to take money off the table each year in bonus and do something in your life, which is amazing. I don't judge what somebody does. Or is it because you're trying to flip your company and trying to maximize EBITDA for a multiple, which is all okay, awesome. I'm building businesses in perpetuity and I'm playing for legacy and I don't want to buy anything in real life. So think about why my advice is always pour it back in. If you understand, those are my North Stars. But let me say this, building personal or brand for your business is the single most important thing in business. It's the single most important thing. It's number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, especially as the internet continues to commoditize everything. Everything will be commoditized. Everything you do can be sold cheaper, different, better, It is your brand that plays in the end. McDonald's sells a lot of French fries every day. They don't make the best French fries every day. Matters. You don't want to be in the sales business. And that's where everybody, for the most part, is. Because then you're just in a hamster wheel of only as good as your last sale. You want people coming to you. The only way you can do that is through brand. What's amazing about the way we can build brand now is everybody here can do that by providing value for the ecosystem that they're trying to reach versus making a clever commercial. How'd you guys get here? It's a super meta answer. I didn't call you. I didn't cold email you.
Yeah, we talked about that. Like the execution doesn't have to be perfect, right? Because the brand's so strong. You just want to make it happen. The execution of like getting the thing, filling out the form, sometimes it didn't work right. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Like the amount of dumb basic shit that we do wrong, it doesn't matter. You're gonna want, if you want something, you'll get it. We don't want to do dumb shit, but dumb shit is always trumped. Whereas like other people have to have everything perfect because they have no brand. They just have the luxury of the quick moment of a sales pitch and the lack of friction too.
Sometimes, yeah. So sometimes it's just personal, internal, right? The feel of like everything needs to be perfect to get it there when it really doesn't happen.
The singular strength, my friend Tom Bell, you nailed it for me. I never thought about it. Singular strength I have, singular, is my inability to judge myself. I mean, Harry, you felt this right away in our first meeting. You literally, our first meeting, Harry runs comms now for us. She's like, I'd like to change the mission statement on our website. This is maybe the most important thing that people, it was a 38-second meeting. I'm like, okay. I was dying to think about what was going through her mind. Those are like 7-month processes in other companies.
You said it, and I was just like, you said okay, and I didn't know what to say after that.
Because you come from a world, which is most of the world, where that literally, people would have 7-hour meetings about one adjective.
You like there was the one answer you were not prepared for,
Yeah,
right?
no,
You had like you were queued up.
Unexpected or
Totally, I know that.
And think about it, it's like your first week in a company, you're talking to like the over-indexing face and founder of the company. Like it's a complete reversal of what one would think. But it's because most things don't matter once you establish a brand. I really think you should lean into it. I think it will help your business, but it takes time. And I think the biggest thing for a lot of you, and obviously I'm giving an answer that helps a lot of you as I keep doing this, the intent of the content is imperative. The singular reason we win and I win is because not a single piece of content I ever put out has any intent to sell sneakers, wine, 4Ds, or VaynerMedia. Not interested. And people feel it.
Can't hide it.
What's that?
You can't hide it. I mean, yeah.
You know, people call it bullshit radars, but we're animals,
Totally.
right? It's like a bat can sense things, a dog can sense things. Like we inherently have been sold to for so long at this point that it's, of course you can be tricked for a second because usually you're the kind of person that wants to dream and not put in the work. The reason diet pills and quick rich schemes work is because people don't want to put in the work. You want to look like Nick Dio? Eat well and work out every day. Take off your shirt, Nick.
It's good content. Go ahead.
He did that last night. It was wild.
But you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. There's a $1 trillion health and fitness industry, and the math is as basic as fuck. Eat well, work out. Sleep. But we don't want that. We want to eat fucking cheeseburgers and fucking potato chips and get the results. And that's how I think about business. This answer is 100% right. We live in a world where there's so much supply of everything we do, and it will continue to grow because what I understood 15 years ago was the internet was gonna be the middle, and everything was gonna be commoditized. And the only thing that wasn't gonna be commoditized was brand, and then the ability to execute a product that was at least within the circumference of the competitive set. But this ideology of like, we have the best product, no you don't. You think you do, just like everybody thinks their kids are the cutest. Did America say that you're Miss America? You know? So that's how I think about stuff.